Do you ever wish that time would just stop so you can take a breath? In today's fast-paced society, it is no wonder that so many of us are affected by stress. Coming from my own personal experience, being a military wife, a mother, a student, and a full-time employee, I know that stress has definitely had its impact on my life. As fellow students and based off of audience survey results, I know that many of you are dealing with stress as well. Those of you who participated in the survey rated your stress 3 to 5 out of a 0 to 5 scale, indicating a moderate to severe stress level. In fact, according to What Are the Physical Effects of Stress, an article published on Discovery Health website, Charles Bryant reports that 1/3 of Americans live with what is categorized as extreme stress. 50% of them saying that stress has a negative impact on their personal and professional lives, and 54% of them stating that stress causes them to fight with loved ones. In my survey analysis, 50% of you also reported fighting with loved ones over stress. So due to the abundance of stress all around me, I have decided to talk about some of the coping techniques to deal with stress. I will first define what stress is, then I will discuss the negative coping techniques and the positive coping techniques. So first, what is stress? In order for you to effectively deal with stress, you must first understand what stress is. So with that in mind, I will define what stress is for you and some of the effects it may have on your body. Stress, as defined by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Administration, is an emotional or physical strain caused by a response to pressure from the outside world. In the article on WebMD entitled Stress Management, posted February 4th, 2011, it states that the body reacts to change with a physical, mental, and/or emotional response. Stress can be positive or negative. Positive stress allows us to perform well under pressure. It is our body's fight or flight response as reported on WebMD. Negative stress may cause us to experience such symptoms as high blood pressure, fast heart rate, back, neck, or shoulder pain, upset stomach, grinding teeth, weight changes, behavior changes, and difficulty sleeping. Those are just a few of the symptoms it may cause. In our audience survey, 83% of you reported having neck, back, or shoulder pain, and 66% of you reported having trouble sleeping. So now that you know what the effects of stress are and what its definition is, I will discuss some negative coping techniques. In Stress Management Relief, featured on helpguide.org, a Harvard Health publication website, Smith and Siegel report that negative coping techniques most often relieve stress only temporarily and in the long run cause more damage than good to the body. The 3 most common negative coping techniques are smoking, drinking, and drug use. All 3 of those may start off minimal, but as time goes on or stress increases, you will need more of that substance to receive the same desired effect. That in turn can lead to addiction and more problems with your health. Overeating and undereating are also some negative coping techniques. Overeating can lead to health problems such as heart disease and diabetes as reported on WebMD. By undereating or skipping meals, your body is not receiving the proper nutrients it needs to function, let alone to function under stressful conditions. An unhealthy eating pattern, whether overeating or undereating, is only putting more stress on your body. The mental exhaustion that accompanies stress may cause you to react out on those around you by either verbally lashing out or by physical outbursts. Now, these outbursts may relieve stress at that moment, but they will only cause a greater physical strain on the relationships, which will in turn lead to more stress. So now that you have seen the negative ways to cope with stress, we'll discuss some of the positive ways to cope with stress. Smith and Siegel explain that positive coping techniques are a better, more effective way of coping with stress. Because stress is individual, coping techniques are individual as well. WebMD and Mayo Clinic offer some useful positive coping techniques. They are as follows, such as writing. Writing is a good way to let your emotions out in a safe environment. For some, it may be beneficial to keep a stress journal. Don't be afraid to let your feelings out. Laugh, cry, or talk to a good friend, family member, or even a counselor if needed. Engage in physical activity. Whether it's only 15 minutes a day, walking, running, bicycling, swimming, etc. Physical activity is not only a good way to let your frustrations out, but it also helps to improve your stress. Turn I can't into I can. Use positive talk to help encourage and motivate through stressful situations. Also, learn to say no. It is okay to say no because you don't want to take on more than you can handle. That will only further stress. Stay organized and try to keep a good schedule. Some people may also try yoga or meditation. Yoga is a very beneficial way at relieving stress as it allows you to focus on yourself and to unwind. Simply by taking a deep breath and counting to 10 may also help to relieve stress. This will allow you to reflect and think before you react. Smith & Siegel also offers some positive ways at coping with stress by the 4A strategy. Avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. Avoid unnecessary stressors. Alter the environment around you. Adapt to the things around you. Use positive talk and look at the big picture. And finally, accept. Accept things that you cannot change and learn to forgive. Do not dwell on the negative. So, in conclusion, I have defined stress for you. I have also provided both positive and negative ways to cope with stress. So, I challenge you today. Reflect at your life. Think about things that stress you out and how you cope with it. What will you adapt, alter, avoid, or accept in order to live a more healthier, stress-free life?